When I learned about my wife's affair, it wasn't because of a dramatic fight or a suspicious notification, it was a tiny mistake. I borrowed her phone one night to call my mom after mine had died, and a message surfaced. Can't wait to see you again, beautiful. Same hotel. The sender was saved as Martin, project lead. My stomach dropped. I opened the conversation and everything I had been denying was there in plain sight. Photos, late-night plans, jokes about how her husband would never find out. Emma, the woman I'd trusted with everything, was sleeping with a coworker. I sat in the dark for hours, scrolling through the messages, feeling like my whole life had been quietly rewritten. But instead of erupting, I felt a strange, controlled calm. I didn't want a scene or revenge through anger. I wanted them to feel the consequences in a way that would cut deeper than shouting ever could. Humiliation, wrapped in calm. I tracked down Martin's wife, Olivia, using social media. After a few clicks I had her contact. I didn't spill the whole story at first. I sent a careful, suggestive message. I think our spouses have been spending a lot of time together. Maybe we should talk. She answered within minutes. We met at a quiet cafe the next day, both pretending ignorance. When I showed her the thread, color drained from her face. She whispered that Martin had told her they were just work dinners. I nodded. She said she'd been told the same. Sitting there, shared shock turned into an alliance. We talked for hours, and then a plan formed. What if we let them see, from the outside, what betrayal looks like? At first Olivia hesitated, but when I painted the picture, a small, knowing smile appeared. You want me to be your date and let them find out? She asked. Exactly, I said. Not to seduce or to hurt them physically, to show them how it feels to lose control of their lives. A week later I booked a table for 4 at the upscale restaurant Emma and Martin favored. I made sure the reservation was in my name and that Emma and Martin would be there that night. The tip, overheard from a call on Emma's phone, confirmed they would come. On the night, Olivia and I dressed to the nines, she in an elegant black dress, me in a tailored suit. We walked in laughing and affectionate, deliberately loud enough to be seen. Heads turned, including the 2 at the corner table. Emma went pale mid-bite. Martin's hand slid away. Olivia leaned toward me and, loud enough for them to hear, said, "You were right, Daniel. This place is perfect for our first real date." Emma's jaw tightened. I kept a composed smile, resting my hand lightly on Olivia's. My laughter was easy but deliberately precise. The waiter paused, confused, and addressed their table. "Would you like your usual wine, Mr. Martin?" That small moment cracked everything open. Emma rose, storming toward us, voice shaking. "Daniel, what is this?" she demanded. I looked at her and said quietly, "A double date. You didn't think you were the only ones allowed to have one, did you?" The restaurant went still. Olivia met her husband's eyes with an icy calm. "Enjoy your meal, Martin," she said. "You'll need the energy for the explanations later." The manager tried to smooth things over, but I stood, dropped some cash on the table, and said, "We're done here." We left while whispers followed us down the stairs. Emma called after me. I didn't look back. For the first time, she saw what it felt like to be left watching someone walk away, not with fury, but with quiet finality. Later, Olivia and I sat at a small bar with drinks and few words, each lost in our own thoughts. "Do you think they'll ever get it?" she asked softly. I shrugged. Maybe, but it doesn't matter. They needed to see that we could move on too. She gave a faint smile, and for a moment there was something that wasn't revenge, something like peace. Weeks passed. Emma came to my apartment, tearful and apologetic, saying she had ended it with Martin and wanted to repair us. I listened and closed the door. "You broke something you can't fix," I told her. As I walked away, I realized my plan hadn't been about inflicting pain. It had been about taking back my dignity. The real revenge, I learned, wasn't destruction. It was showing them they no longer had the power to ruin me.